Right, the dog's just gone into the stream there. Looks like somebody's made a man-made little dam there with the pebbles. He's loving going in the water just to cool off and get a drink. It's going to be a glorious red hot day for the full for walk today. So it'll not be a heavy march walk because it will just be sweating. Just a nice steady walk throughout the day. So our destinations, like I say, first is JANETS FOSS at the top of this pathway we're on now, and then bear off left uphill onto the road, then go up towards Gordale Scar to see the big waterfalls coming over there, and then go off to the left of Gordale Scar onto the road and walk to the top and see Malham Tarn Lake at the top, and then come down past the car park, water sides or something to call it, and then you come down the cove by cross country. It's beautiful as well. So everywhere we're going today there's going to be some stunning countryside. So as you can see up ahead now, we're going to go through a forestry area, and obviously that'll get out the sun for a while as well, cool off, because it's pretty hot already, still early in the morning. That looks like an old bike or something up there, Jim, doesn't it? The wall, like an old iron bike or something. Like they've made out of something, metal, bits, scrap metal, something, next to the barn. Right, so onwards and upwards towards the trees area and walk along the river in the shade of the trees. It'll be lovely. Right, we're getting a little closer to the barn here now with this old-fashioned thresher type thing on the right hand side. Looked like a bike from the distance. It's on the old metal wheels there, that obviously dragged along by a bull or a horse or something. There's some old bits of machinery there in the overgrowth, just to the left of the barn, the red one. Right, so through the next turnstile gate here, and walk along the path going through the trees to cool off. Right, we've come along to the next turnstile gate where they've got a National Trust sign on it saying welcome. What's that saying? Chalara Ash Dieback. What the hell's that?
Welsh. Is it Welsh?
The disease ash dieback is affecting woodland in this area. The disease is not harmful to people or animals, but it can kill ash trees.
That's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, what's that? The bee library. 12 book nests for solitary bees. Right, so as you can see, we're going through the forestry part of it now, around this little track. Got Jim. Bit of cooler area, shaded by the trees here, but we're still walking on the side of the beck there on the right hand side. The path here is just a little bit more uneven for people who are pushing people in wheelchairs. It may be a little bit tougher for them, but still flat enough. But you've got your unusual rock formations on the left hand side there, and you've got the trees actually growing up through them, so the roots are going all the way through that rock there. But you can smell the wild garlic. There's loads of it up the side of the hill here on the left hand side. In fact, the whole place is just covered in it. You can smell it. You smell the wild garlic?
There's wild garlic in heaven.
Look at that, all over there on that side, Norman. It's everywhere.
Peter was telling us when I see them in the little park.
Wow, what a beautiful area, look at that one. Just wild garlic as far as you can see, right up at the top of the hill there. What a beautiful little area walking through this wooded area. And I think JANETS FOSS waterfall is just further up there around to the right. I know we're not far off it. Aye, the dog's jumping through the wild garlic and he's disturbing it, and it's just the smell is just overwhelming. But that's looking back the way we've just come from. So we parked up in the village of Malham, turned left over a little bridge at the smithy, and then just started following the path all the way towards Janet's Foss. It's quite easy, but in a couple of places it's a little bit uneven with tree roots going across the path. But on the whole, it's pretty much an easy going path. So if anybody, like I say, is coming along in a wheelchair, they will be able to make it. But taking a breath and just being silent, you can hear all the crows and the rooks singing their song, and all the other little birds that's in the forest. Jackdaws and everything. It's amazing what you can hear when you're quiet. You see the sun shining through the trees there, glinting off the top of the water, getting that lovely silver sheen. And the dog's doing his favourite thing, getting a hand of dead trees and ripping the bark off. So when he's not trying to pick them up and drag them along. There he goes, ripping the bark off. Oh, there's a bloody big tree there. Is this another one of these trees where they keep hammering 2p pieces into them? Yeah, there's loads of coins being hammered into that tree bark as well. Oh, the smell of the garlic's more overwhelming here as well, my God. So you've got a nice cliff rock formation on the left hand side of the path here, as we're going round to the right and heading towards Janet's Foss waterfall. And you've got pathways cut up to the top of the hill, people have gone up there. Right, so further along the path we'll go, and then when I get to Janet's Foss I'll start recording again to show you all around the waterfall area. Right, the pathway from this point on, where there's a gap in the wall, it's coming uphill, and it's like a few steps past a big tree here with the roots growing on the path. So if anyone's coming pushing anybody in a wheelchair, I think this is as far as they'll be able to get to this point here. And I'm still going up, and the pathway is getting really rocky and jagged. So I don't think anybody pushing a wheelchair can get them this far up here to this bit here. But I think the waterfall's just around the corner now. The dog's gone in the water again. It's just a little white rapid waterfall just further on the corner there. But I can see the path that leads up away from Janet's Foss just on the corner there, so we're here. So I'll just keep recording as I go down this bit of rocky path here, try not to fall. He's loving being in the water. Right, more big stones in the path. Yeah, this is the viewing area here, just around the corner for Janet's Foss. I don't think the waterfall will be that spectacular today because it's dry sunny weather now, we haven't had heavy rains. But it's still worth a look. And there she is straight ahead there. Still a nice place to sit and have a cup of tea and your sandwiches when you've done the walk and you're hot and bothered. Loads of trees across the stream here, creating a little bit of a dam, and then water trickling through it over the rapids. And that's looking back down along the path. So as you can see, we're right in the, like a cliff gully at the moment, surrounded by high rocks. So this is why when you finish here, you go up the pathway which takes you up onto the road area at the top, and then the path leading around the corner towards the Goredale campsite. And then the start of the pathway to go around to Goredale Scar. But what a beautiful setting down here in the gully. It's a lot cooler. And there's a cave as well up on the right hand side there, that you can get across the waterfalls at the bottom and clamber up the hill and go inside. It goes down quite deep. And there's a dipper just landed at the bottom of the rocks over there. He'll be taken off again in a minute because the dog will scare. Oh, there's another one on the tree. So we've got two dippers here now. See the dippers, Jim? One on the tree leaning against the rock there, and there's another one down there. See it flying? He's got like a worm or something in his mouth there. There's another one on the. Oh, he's just got in a hole in the rock, so that's where his nest is. There's another one in a hole on the rock face there, so that's where the nest is. And they must have young because he's got worms in his beak. The one on the bottom there in the water. So he'll be flying up into the hole in a minute to feed the young ones. Alright. See where its nest is, Jim? The hole in the wall there. See it? See it sticking out? And my camera's not focusing in at all today. It must be the heat. Light. I'm going to clean my lens again, see if it'll zoom in a little bit better. Right, so we've just clambered up some big stepping stones to get up to the top platform here. And obviously the viewing area here is just by this tree where everybody sits in the summer and stops, has their sandwiches, cups of tea and flask of tea or whatever. To get to the big cave at the other side there, you go across these big stones and just wade across where those stepping stones are to get across the other side. But you can just see the cave through the trees there. And obviously that's your waterfall coming over the top. And to the left, along the wall there, that's the steps and stones that take you up towards the wall there. And just see the cliffs through the gap to do with Goredale Scar top end. But the water here is so clear and inviting. On a red hot summer's day and you're red hot and you've got shorts on, you can just take your boots off and socks and just go in there and have a nice dip, cool off your feet. But our resident dipper has just got a nest in the wall there where the moss is growing out the bottom end. And they've definitely got young ones because they had worms in their beaks and they're going flying in and out the hole. There's two of them. But what a beautiful setting. I've watched loads of videos to do with walking up to JANETS FOSS and I've seen this waterfall in the sitting area here where we are. But once again, it's not spectacular unless you actually come here and see it for yourself, close at hand. It's beautiful. Obviously, when you're filming it and taking pictures, you can hear the sound of the water running over and all, which makes it better again. But if you're into exploring caves, that's where you can go, just across those stones, across the other side there, scramble up the hill and go down into the cave with your helmet, torch or whatever, just because it'll be dark down below. The dog's gone in for a drink all the time now. Right, so I'm going to go around there and just see if I can get as close to the waterfall as possible. Right, so I've come down a little bit closer to the water and the dog the dog's found himself a bit of a stick there at the bottom of the waterfalls. And you've got a photographer up there with his big long lens. He's taking pictures of the waterfall and all. Get your stick then. Get your stick, son. Go and get it. Go and get it. Good boy. Get your stick. Owen. Come on in. Good boy. Yes, we're a beautiful little stopping point on your journey. Just for a rest and have your sandwiches and that before you set off again. But the sun just put its head through the trees and all, it just lighting up the water. So you can see the bottom pebbles and stones on the bottom, it's dead clear. And as you go towards where the water drops into the pool, it gets deeper and deeper obviously. Right, so on to our next part of the journey now, Goredale Scar. So we're going up round the side of this wall, up the hill, up the stepping stones and then onto the road at the top and then go along right towards the Goredale campsite. Right, here's a notice board to do with JANETS FOSS and it tells you a little bit about it, and straight away there's a picture of the dippers that we've just seen, 2 of them, and below you've got your grey wagtails. And there in spring the smell of ramsons, wild garlic fills the air. Primroses and herb Robert can also be seen. I mean, we certainly smell it coming along, it's really powerful. Right, so there's the pathway leading up away from JANETS FOSS, that's where we're going now. And as you can see, it's a bit of a scramble uphill and you've got to sit over some steps and rocks and all that, so it's a little bit naughty, probable trip hazard for me, so I'll have to be careful. Right, well, I'll do a little bit of recording as I'm going up. Wow, it's really uneven and rough this bit. But I'll try. It's because I've got the dog's leader in my left hand, my camera in my right hand, and I'm trying to hold it still steady so I don't fall. Nah, I'm afraid in case I fall, so I'm going to stop recording and put the dog's leader around my neck. So I'll start recording again when I get up on the top flat surface. Okay, so that's looking back down to JANETS FOSS and the waterfall area which is coming from up these ragged rocks. And the pathway brings you up to the top here. Then do a turnstile onto the gate and then onto the road and then turn right. And as you can see straight ahead there, that's Goredale Scar coming up ahead. So once you come up from JANETS FOSS, you're more or less 10 minutes away from walking around the corner to see the Scar. And this is the main road here, there's a car coming. Come here, son. Put him on as leader. Come here. Right, so let's go around this bit of a wall area here. See the stream going underneath the road. So there's like a little arch bridge that goes over the stream. It goes through here under the road and then heads down that way towards JANETS FOSS. Yeah, the one that you said it is, yeah. So that's the turnstile I'll be coming back to there and go around and follow that brick wall right the way around over to the top to the road on the far side. So I'll be bypassing Goredale Scar top end, which is right up there. Right, so onwards and upwards towards Goredale Scar. See the beautiful waterfalls cascading over the big limestone rock face. Right, here's the notice board at the start of Goredale Scar. So I'll just put it on video so you can read it and just pause the video. Looks amazing, that old picture of it cutting its way over thousands of years through the gully. Right, so we've come away from JANETS FOSS, just turned right, come along the road a little bit, and then you come to this gateway here where you come through the turnstile and start the walk of the pathway that leads up to Goredale Scar through the campsite at the bottom here. So I'm going to go follow the path right round to the waterfall at the bottom of the cliffs, and then I'll have to double back on myself and come back and go over there and follow the pathway that takes you up over towards the road, so that I can go up to Malamtarn next, which is a big lake. What a beautiful place to do a camp, right at the bottom of Gordale Scar cliffs here. Absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that. You can see where people scrambled up the top of that hill there and gone over the top that way. And some family just gone halfway up there just to take some pictures on the side of the hill. So stunning here.